Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing something I'm super excited about for this explainer. We're going to completely deconstruct a gorgeous, modern, open-plan, glass-walled loft. But we're not just staring at a flat floor plan. No way. We're going to mentally step right inside it. We are mapping out a photorealistic, 30-second continuous architectural walkthrough based entirely on a single image. By the time we're done, you're going to be able to close your eyes and literally feel yourself walking through this space in stunning 4K.
So what's the ground rule for this spatial journey? It's simple. Continuous Steadicam motion, zero cuts. We're treating this static floor plan exactly like a live movie set. We're not doing any choppy edits, and we're not teleporting from room to room. Instead, we're mapping a single, unbroken camera path that just glides gracefully through the architecture. It's all about that seamless room-to-room flow, really simulating what it feels like to actually inhabit this modern masterpiece.
All right, so how does our scene open? For the first 4 seconds, imagine a wide establishing push-in right through that massive glass facade. Just look at the scale of those floor-to-ceiling windows. As our virtual Steadicam pushes forward, we're instantly hit with this soft, natural backlight pouring in. It instantly sets this bright, airy, Scandinavian modern vibe right from the very first frame. It's honestly the perfect cinematic hook.
Now, mapping this out requires a really deliberate rhythm. Notice how we're giving roughly 4 seconds to each distinct space. 4 seconds in bedroom 1, moving into the ensuite at the 8-second mark, bedroom 2 at 16, the living area at 24, and then wrapping up in the kitchen right at 30 seconds. This pacing isn't an accident. It builds a smooth, narrative rhythm that lets the eye soak in all those hyper-realistic details without ever feeling rushed.
Okay, let's break this down. Starting with section 1, entering the private quarters.
Right at the 4-second mark, our camera begins an eye-level tracking shot along the first bedroom, over on the top left of our plan. Picture the camera drifting smoothly past the single bed, picking up the rich texture of that dark wardrobe. And check out the floor. That striking black and white swirl rug really anchors the room visually as we drift steadily towards the side window. We're capturing the exact layout and furniture placement here without ever bobbing up or down. To make this shot truly feel like a 4K hyper-realistic render, the materials absolutely have to do the heavy lifting. The matte white and warm gray walls are crucial because they absorb the daylight and stop harsh glare. We're capturing the subtle sheen of the brushed dark metal fixtures, the sleekness of the oak or polished concrete flooring, and the sharp contrast of those bold black and white textiles. This level of detail is exactly what makes a render feel tangibly real.
Moving on to section 2, the glass-enclosed ensuite.
So from seconds 8 to 12, the Steadicam executes a buttery, smooth pass right through the middle of the layout, and this central bathroom is just brilliantly placed. Because it's enclosed entirely in glass, our camera doesn't feel boxed in at all. The space stays wide open. As we glide past, you clearly see the walk-in shower and that sleek wall-hung toilet. The transparency perfectly preserves the open-plan layout while still defining a private functional zone.
During this specific 4-second window, the texture play is just phenomenal. That hexagonal tile floor meeting sheer glass walls, it's literally a renderer's dream. This is exactly where realistic ambient occlusion shines, calculating those tiny true-to-life shadows in the corners of the hexagon tiles. Add in the subtle, hyper-realistic reflections of the bedroom windows bouncing off the glass, and it gives breathtaking depth to our continuous shot. Well, breathtaking for us, maybe a little heavy on your graphics card.
Gliding right on through that ensuite glass, seconds 12 to 16 bring us into the second bedroom on the right. Our camera shifts focus, starting a slow push toward the window. We sweep past the double bed with its upholstered headboard. You can almost feel that warm pendant glow from the hanging lights, illuminating the gallery wall. The lighting here is so intimate, which creates a stunning contrast with that vast, bright glass exterior we just saw.
Next up is section 3. Transitioning down to the living spaces.
The spatial design totally drives the mood here. Up in the private quarters, we relied on warm pendant glows and intimate proportions to make it feel cozy. But as we transition to the public areas, the whole vibe shifts. Now, the camera is soaking in raking daylight. That light coming in at a low angle that highlights every single texture. We're talking expansive, open-plan layouts and highly reflective, luxurious honed marble surfaces. It's a complete shift in visual temperature, all captured in one take.
Let's visualize that shift. Between 16 and 20 seconds, we do a vertical transition, a really deliberate, smooth downward pan, linking the bedroom level to the living area below. Then, from 20 to 24 seconds, we track directly across the living room. Look at what the camera captures. The pristine white L-shaped sofa, the marble coffee table on another bold swirl rug, and finally, that striking marble media wall with the TV. That raking daylight highlights every single vein in the marble.
Which brings us to Section 4, the kitchen and dining flow.
At the 24-second mark, our Steadicam elegantly pans toward the lower right quadrant. Here's our dining setup, a minimalist round table surrounded by black chairs. In our hyper-realistic render, this spot is defined by warm ambient shadows playing across the floor, which subtly separates the dining zone from that incredibly bright living room we just moved through. It's really a masterclass in uninterrupted spatial flow.
And for our grand finale, seconds 27 to 30, we wrap up with a final tracking shot, sliding right along the kitchen. We pass the honed marble countertops, the stovetop, and the soft matte cabinetry. As the clock hits 30 seconds, the camera gracefully pulls back into a closing wide shot, giving us one last, amazing look at this bright, airy, Scandinavian-inspired loft.
Finally, Section 5, executing the final cinematic render. Okay, let's look at this breakdown, because this is where the magic truly happens. On the left, we've got the physical design elements from our floor plan, the exact layout, the furniture placement, the material textures like marble and oak, and those full-height glass walls. But to turn that into our movie, you need the right render settings. For the layout, we need a 4K hyper-realistic output. For the furniture, cinematic depth of field. To make the materials pop, we rely on realistic ambient occlusion. And to glide past those glass walls smoothly, we use ultra-smooth camera stabilization and natural motion blur, because otherwise, it's just going to look rigid and artificial.
Now, I want to highlight this specific number, 1.6 meters. Throughout this entire 30-second walkthrough, maintaining a constant eye-level height of roughly 1.6 meters is absolutely our secret sauce. It's what stops the render from feeling like a drone zipping through a dollhouse. By locking the camera to an average human eye level, the motion feels incredibly immersive, human-scaled, and completely grounded.
Which leads right into this crucial reminder. The whole challenge, and really the brilliance, of what we just unpacked in this explainer is summed up here. Preserve exact layout, proportions, and furniture placement. We took a completely static 2D floor plan, respected every single line it gave us, and used it to write a dynamic 30-second 3D narrative. The architecture itself literally wrote the script for the camera.
So here's what I want to leave you with today. The next time you see a seemingly flat, static architectural layout, I want you to look just a little bit closer. Can you map the camera path in your head? Can you see the 30-second movie waiting to be filmed inside it? Because honestly, every blueprint holds a cinematic journey just waiting for a Steadicam to roll. Thanks for hanging out with me on this walkthrough, and keep looking for the motion in the stillness.